Everybody knew in the Bush campaign and the McCain campaign that whoever came out of South Carolina was likely to be the nominee of the party.
I'm glad to be back down here. I want you to know loud and clear, we're going into battle.
New Hampshire's campaign was basically void of a lot of negative campaigning. By the time we got to South Carolina, it was bare-knuckle politics.
This is George Bush's ad promising America he'd run a positive campaign.
We were running negative ads against George Bush. George Bush was running negative ads against John McCain.
Governor Bush's tax plan isn't true, and McCain knows it.
It was the fight of the century.
The war of words between George W. Bush and John McCain is heating up even further. As they battle for votes in South Carolina, McCain is accusing the Bush campaign of making misleading phone calls to voters.
Governor George W. Bush still denies that anyone in his campaign is making negative phone calls. But McCain's supporters are now pointing to a conversation videotaped on Saturday between Governor Bush and a supporter in South Carolina. They claim it shows the governor promising more negative attacks on McCain.
Y'all haven't even hit his soft spots.
I know. I'm going to.
They need to be. Somebody says exposed.
The phone calls went out all over South Carolina. Do you know the McCains have a black baby?
John and Cindy had adopted from one of Mother Teresa's orphanages in Bangladesh a baby daughter, a person of color. And people were getting calls saying that she was his illegitimate daughter from a relationship with an African-American prostitute.
I just remember it getting really dark really fast. It's like the last time I was truly innocent in politics was before that happened.
In South Carolina, proof that negative campaigning works. McCain's supporters dropped 10 points in less than 2 weeks. At a McCain town hall meeting Thursday, Donna Duran described how her son idolized the former Navy pilot and POW until the 14-year-old Boy Scout answered a phone call, allegedly from a Bush pollster.
But he was so upset when he came upstairs and he said, "Mom, someone told me that Senator McCain is a cheat and a liar and a fraud." And he was almost in tears.
Are you saying that Governor Bush was responsible for that call?
I don't know who was responsible for it, but I know that the attacks go on.
He accused me of dirty campaigning, and I pulled out some flyer that said paid for by John McCain.
This is an attack piece.
That is not by my campaign.
What says paid for by John McCain?
That is not by my campaign. That is not by my campaign.
When somebody's putting stuff out.
It was getting bad. And he says, look, I want to take off all the negative campaign ads. I want to go positive. I said, well, what do you mean? Take off negative campaign ads? We're in a slugfest of our lives. This is, battle to the death. And he said, nope. He said, I want to run a campaign that my daughter will be proud of. I'd rather lose an honorable campaign than win a dishonorable one.